I'm Larry Cooper. My wife Vicki and I worked last year in the business division. We're tickled to be part of this program and enjoy the opportunity to work with everybody on board. So thank you and good morning to everyone and welcome, Sierra.
Thanks, Larry. Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Songroth, retired regional superintendent of schools. As you can see in the background now, this used to be my Harley porch. It is now my little people porch because my new job is babysitting a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 7-year-old grandchild. So, which is the most rewarding job I've ever had. I enjoy working for CGH Foundation. Been very happy with the care that I've gotten and my family have gotten through CGH over the years. So, thank you everybody for volunteering.
Thanks, Bob. Okay, I'm going to draw a blank here. I see DC 1887.
That's me, David Knee.
Hey,
Yeah. Just saw you in the store the other day.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way. So this is the first time I've been involved in this. We've supported, obviously, the foundation over the years, and it's been a great organization. Just shared a story real quick with Amanda and Sierra the other day when my mom was just in CGH for 2.5 weeks. She got tremendous care. She's doing well now. So anyway, been a great support of the community and look forward to seeing what this is all about. First time person doing it. So, yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Amy Downs. Amy.
Yes, sorry, Marty, I had to unmute. Amy Downs here. I'm excited to be part of, sorry, I'm in my car traveling to a meeting. Excited to be part of this campaign and love to have some new people and always love working with people that are passionate about our community and our hospital. So thank you all. And thank you, Marty, for being willing to chair the whole thing.
Thanks, Amy. Linda.
Hi, Marty.
Hi there.
Well, I'm Linda Steinert. I've been in and out of the foundation for probably 100 years now. And I retired from CGH, unretired, went to hospice, and now I retired again, and I'm going to run back and forth with grandchildren.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, and thanks for helping out again, because you were on board when I came on board at the foundation, so it probably has been 100 years.
I think so.
Thanks, Linda. Mary Spitzer. Can we unmute Mary? Okay, well, how about and Peggy, it looks like she's connecting to audio. How about Roger?
Hello?
Hello.
I don't know why the picture isn't coming through.
But we hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to be a part of this organization. It's a very important organization. And do a lot of good for the community. And it's just a special thing to be a part of. So thank you.
Well, we thank you also. And again, Amanda, I'm going to draw some blanks. I have some telephone numbers, one that ends in 2362.
That I think is Nick LaRue.
I know Nick LaRue. Hi, Nick LaRue.
Hello, Marty, Amanda. Can you hear me?
Good morning. We can hear you.
I too am driving. Yes, I'm here with my daughter Olivia. We're going to the YMCA. She's got what's it called? Girls on the Go running thing. So we're mobile, but I too am excited. I think it's been about 10 years I've been active with the Health Foundation, and love to see the impact that it makes in the community, and love to partner with clients and as they think about giving their hard-earned dollars to important causes. And I see a lot of that going to the Health Foundation. So excited for another year.
Thanks, Nick. And I think it's been more than 10 years, but I'd give you 12 or 15. But thank you again. And Appreciate you calling in. 2507.
Is that Barb possibly?
441-2507. Well,
I'm not sure.
okay. Well, I'm
Dr. L
hopeful
just
that.
got on.
Yeah, where is, there he is. He's not even driving his car. Hello, Dr. L.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Well, welcome to everyone here. And again, we're just delighted for to have this group together and for helping to raise funds for the foundation that we know does so many good things in the community. Wanted to let you know that, last year we raised over $579,000, which it's an amazing amount of money, and it has all gone to the programs in the community. And one of the stats I'm supposed to mention is that 36,411 touches, if you will, members of the community that we have helped serve and educate. So it's just amazing what we've been able to accomplish. On page 2 of your handout, and we're going to be going, having this PowerPoint here, but there is a page that shows all of the, and this year it is 15 local initiatives. And so they will be described briefly as we go through this PowerPoint. But I just wanted to let you know that it's all referenced there, the 15 different initiatives, but the 3 that we're going to basically uplift, or that you'll be seeing more in the campaign brochures and billboards, are 3 different, 3 of the 15, and they are oncology, dementia, and our Ways to Wellness program. And our goal this year is $565,000, which is very aggressive still. It is less than last year's goal, but it's still it's an amazing amount to accomplish. And if we are able to do it, it would be wonderful. And interestingly enough, we've already raised about $68,000 of that. So that's put a dent into what we need to raise totally. And that's due to, we've already started some of our events, and that the big one would have been an online auction that is held at CGH. It was held in May. And I don't have that exact number as far as the dollars that they raised, but between that and some donors that give on a regular basis annually has made it that we've already raised to date $68,000 towards the campaign. And our campaign follows our fiscal year for the hospital, which is a May 1 through April 30. So the campaign will go on through May 30 of next year, but we hope to get most of it done by the end of summer of 2024. So that's our goal. And then the campaign this year, we are dedicating to Joan, who's not here today. She has been the executive director since 1992. I think maybe 4 years into the actual founding of the foundation, the start of the foundation. And she has raised, I think the first year it was noted that she raised $7,000 in 1992. And as I say, last year we raised almost $580,000. So she has just done an amazing job, and we have been thrilled and delighted to have her, but we wish her all the best in retirement. I don't think she's going to be retired from the foundation, and perhaps she's not going to be on the payroll, but she's wanting to volunteer, and we would be pleased to have her. So, but we will be honoring her. And it was 32 years that she was here. And I know that at least in my letter that I'll be sending out to prospective donors, I'm asking them to think about that 32 and to either increase their pledge in her honor this year by $32 or 3.2% or 32%, depending upon, what is a comfort level for our donors. But we would like to, again, this is in her honor and asking for a little extra push to support her and to support the campaign. So she's not here today, but she will be around, and we're just very grateful for her help and just thrilled to have Amanda, of course, on board in her stead, and she's doing a wonderful job. Talked about the 3 initiatives that we wanted to focus on this year, and so I'm going to pass it off to Dr. Al to talk about one of the programs, which is our oncology. Doctor?
Good morning. Sorry, I was on mute. My name is Dr. Al Harith Al Sayed. I'm a medical oncologist at CGH Medical Center. I have been working here for almost 3 years now. And honestly, I feel so lucky to be part of the incredible oncology team that we have here. Our team is committed to giving back to our community by delivering top-notch cancer care. Our team is growing every day. We have 2 medical oncologists, myself and Dr. Ali Khan. We have a radiation oncologist, Dr. Hatoum. We have nurse practitioner, Lindsay Rodriguez. We have 9, soon to be 10 chemo nurses, 2 nurse navigators, and support staff. And support staff are really important, in our case. The CGH Health Foundation is our partner in developing the innovative oncology care coordinator or coordination program. Our oncology care coordinator, Sharice, which you see in this picture, she comforts our patients and adds on an extra layer of compassion during a very stressful and emotional time. She empowers them, she listens to them, especially for their non-medical concerns. And she's a miracle worker when it comes to like finding funds for medications or resources like transportation or therapy referrals. In this picture, you see Sharice, and she is with a patient, John. She's with one of our oncology patients, John, and one of our volunteers, Don. So Sharice was able to get John signed up for disability. Don delivers meals sponsored by the foundation to John and other oncology patients. In fact, last year there was 925 meals sponsored by the foundation that were delivered to our patients while they're receiving chemotherapy.
Thank you, Dr. Allen. If I didn't reference it, Dr. Allen will be chairing our medical division. We break our group of volunteers into different divisions, and Dr. Allen is doing the medical division. And so we're very grateful for his support and leadership this year. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. I'd also then like to introduce Scott Wilbur again, who is the business division chair for the foundation this year. Scott.
Hello, all. Thank you. I know most of you. It's a pleasure to be part of this. Currently, I'm the business division chair, as Marty stated. I've been on the CGH Health Foundation for probably 10, 12 years in that vicinity. And I'm also a CGH Medical Center board member. And I have the opportunity to really see the nuts and bolts of what we do every year. And it's astounding what the holes and the gaps it fills. I want everybody to feel comfortable when they raise the money that the investments that are made are done very fastidiously. The fact is that we invest wisely, including our legacy gifts, and a lot of the labor costs and the general costs of the campaign and our operating budget is all paid by investments, which really gives us a lot of opportunity to say that the vast majority of the dollars give go directly to the causes, the 15 causes that we support, and I'm here today to discuss the 2 Ways of Wellness care liaisons. They're sponsored by the foundation, and they help by providing social and emotional support and guidance to patients, including individual therapy. The program helps patients eliminate barriers to heal their mind and body, and is free. So we pay all the bills to help these people through their lives and help them get the best care they're able. An example of such would be food scarcity, transportation, medication assistance, housing assistance. It's all part of a wellness campaign that helps people make it to their appointments and be ready for what they hear when they get there. And the picture you're seeing right now is of a 9-year-old and 27-year-old. So we have a wide variety of people to support. We have shown on the slide are the CGH Ways to Wellness care liaisons, Christy and Stacy. They are doing a wonderful job. Last year, these ladies helped 795 CGH patients. It's very, very great part of what we do annually. And the bottom line is that they're good listeners, and that's what some people really need when it comes to their whole medical care. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Roger Wade is, he's also a Health Foundation trustee and is our clubs division chair. He was not able to make it today. And Amanda, you're going to speak to the dementia program that Roger was hoping to share with us. So thank you.
I am, yes, I'm covering for Roger today. So those that don't know me, I've been with the foundation for 18 years. I started as a development assistant, became the development officer, and now I'm the director. So I'm excited to lead us into this new era. But I'm here to let you inform you a little bit about our dementia project. You've probably followed the Memories Matter campaign that we've had for the last 2 years. And that project started because of a bequest to help our community with families that are affected by dementia. And we have a dementia navigator now, Beth Stirk, who you see in these pictures. The foundation funds her, and she is able to provide direction for area families when they are given a diagnosis of dementia. She gives them the latest information on financial resources, housing, respite care, and support groups. She helps lead support groups. And our goal for this fall actually is to start our very own adult day center 1 day per week to help to have respite care for dementia patients. We're going to have that at Bethel Church here, and it's going to be a free service for families. So caregivers can have a few hours per week to do things for their own, go get their hair done or go get groceries or just have time to clean the house, just time for themselves. So we're really looking forward to get that up and running this fall.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yes.
I think, yeah, okay. So we're going to move on to our CGH Employee Division co-chairs. I don't believe any of them are on the call today.
They are not.
Okay.
I just wanted you to see their faces and know that they're here at CGH working for us behind the scenes. Yep.
You got it. Erica Adams, and she's the CGH Oncology Service Line Director. Amanda Humphreys, CGH Main Clinic Reception Manager, and Kate Jansen, CGH Surgical Specialties Director. So they will be bugging the employees to help give to the foundation, and there'll be lots of special events that go on that are in the hospital that cookies and all of this to try to raise money for the foundation. And we're just very grateful for their help in that regard. So our next, so this shows you the remaining 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That shows 10, is that right, of the initiatives that the foundation additionally supports. And the first one there being the pediatric mental health. And this program started in 2017 with Cinecimpy centers. We try to do collaboratively when possible. And they would go into, they would have counselors going into the local schools, meeting with teachers and parents and administrators to find out, you know, to help children that are struggling. And Amy, being with the Sterling schools, can attest, you know, there's just a lot of stuff going on in families today. And what the counselors have gone in and they've been able to meet with a student and assess the situation and then kind of provide steps for counseling and whatever type of remediation is possible. And how that would work then is that we would fund the initial seed money to bring the counselor in, and then they could set up so that services could be reimbursed by outside entities, whether it be Medicaid or insurance. So we kind of provide seed money for that, and it's really grown. It started in the Sterling schools, but it's moved on to Rock Falls, Fulton, Polo, Chadwick, Milledgeville, Amboy, West Carroll, Dixon, and Eastland. So it's really a broad scope, and it's we've been very pleased with that relationship. Next is the eyeglasses for kids and adults, and that started with Matt Cutter way back, I don't know how many years ago, Amanda, but it was like a voucher system where children could be identified whether by the school nurse or whomever, and now it's expanded to adults, and they receive an eye exam and then a free pair of glasses when they have been identified as in need. So that program has been in existence for quite a few years. And then nutrition and fitness program has, this is a partnership that we have with the Sterling Rock Falls Family YMCA. And we basically fund the Y staff to go into the schools, the elementary schools, and to teach nutrition lessons and lead activity sessions with students. One of the big things I remember, I participated in one, and they would have this, and I'm assuming they still do it, but they'd have this go slow, whoa mantra, almost like a stoplight or a signal light, and they learn about good foods, and those are the green and the go foods, and versus the slow or the slow foods that you want to take in moderation, and that would be a yellow, and then the woe foods that are more like special occasions, like maybe an Arthur's, frozen yogurt with everything on it. And so it's been a very effective program. And again, it's a collaboration with the YMCA locally, and it is going into, I don't know, it's got to be close to a decade now, and we're very pleased with that program also. Scott?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to speak about the 3 different parts of the foundation as well, including the Prescott Dental Clinic, which was founded by Richard Prescott, which was a very generous man, a local general contractor in our community that I knew fairly well, and he was just this clinic may not ever have existed without him. He donated a lot of funding year after year towards the clinic, and it's now part of the Whiteside County Health Department. It serves nearly 7,900 patients last year with about 11,900 visits. So it's very necessary in our community. And Richard Prescott has passed, but his name lives on because of what he has done for our foundation. The second item is transportation assistance. I've had friends well, let's call them acquaintances that have a hard time getting to and from the hospital for various reasons. And this came about, gosh, I don't know, Amanda, what's it been, 7 or 8 years ago now that we started this program?
Probably. Yes, I would guess.
And it's just become, there's people that it's hard to believe as we sit here to listen to this, but can't find a ride to just even get there and get home for many reasons. And so this became part of our mission, and it's been an important part. So people show up for their appointments, or if they come in for an emergency visit, they can actually get home from whatever problem that occurred. The final one is medication assistance. There's people that show up in the hospital that don't know where to start with their post medical care at the hospital, and this is a great form of assistance for them because we can actually help them obtain 30 days worth of medication upon departure from the hospital for whatever event they occurred. And then it gives them 30 days to figure out how to make it all work and get the supply they need going forward. Sometimes they don't need more than the 30 days, but this is something that we've helped 34 people in the past year, and it serves its purpose. Thank you.
And I would just note that I think that number it's been higher, and it probably will be higher in the future, the need. But what in addition to providing a 1 month, they try to navigate to try to find resources that will help pay for the medication as if it's an ongoing effort. And because a lot of times the medical world is so difficult to figure it out, and then we have the support to whether it's through an insurance company or through Medicaid again, but it's not just leaving them high and dry after 30 days. It's also directing them and helping them secure long-term medical medicine if needed. So thanks, Scott.
And I want to share about our last 4 programs. We also have a cardiac and workplace wellness program here. We offer educational programming in workplaces and cholesterol, blood pressure, and glucose screenings here in our office or at workplaces if that's needed. Sherry DeWalt would be the contact if you know of anybody that would like those services. And we offer flu shots. So Sherry would be the contact for that as well. We offered those services for about 800 people in our community last year. You're all probably familiar with our therapy dog program at CGH. That program started about 16 years ago, maybe. It went away during COVID, of course, and it started back in 2022. We currently have 6 dogs, and we're looking for more. So if you know of anyone that has a well-trained dog, let me know. They have to be at least 1 year old and able to pass a temperament testing and know basic commands. We would love to have them tested and join our team. Last year, they visited 680 patients. So we love to have them on our floors, and they boost the spirits of our patients and the staff. We also support our pulmonary rehab patients by covering their therapy sessions in pulmonary rehab for their breathing issues. Last year, we funded 176 pulmonary therapy sessions. And lastly, we fund $30,000 in scholarships for area nursing and healthcare students. And these are scholarships for students that have been accepted into their programs, have a 3.0 GPA, and are local students. We're currently accepting applications and we need more applicants. So if you know of anybody that would qualify for this, please spread the word. The deadline is the 14th. So please let them know that the application is on our website, and I would love to have them submit that. So now's a great time to point out, this is a lot going on, but in your packet on the inside cover, there is a list that looks like this. I'm not sure if you can all see it, but it's the Making Moments Matter, and it says funding 15 local initiatives on it. It lists all our programs with all the contacts on it, and it's a great resource for you to have when you're talking to people about all the programs that the foundation offers. Inside the cover is also our brochure for the year, and that will also help you when you're talking to the people. Let's see, my computer is frozen.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So moving on, when will you get your list? My goal today was to make sure that all of you are comfortable with all of the details, with everything that the foundation has to offer. Of course, you probably still have questions, so please reach out with anything that we have forgotten or anything that you're unclear about. Sierra and I will be putting together your lists within the next couple of weeks. I'm thinking it'll be late June when I get your list to you, and we'll do that by email. At that time, I would like for you to look over your list, check for any spelling errors or address errors, and also the most important thing probably is deaths that I'm not aware of. It's hard to keep track of that, and I just would really like help if any of you know of anyone that passed away that I'm not aware of. For clubs and businesses, I would like your help in knowing the contact person. I know for clubs especially, the contact people change annually, and so that's hard to keep track of as well. So if you notice that we have those not current, please let me know that. And also, if there's somebody in your circle of friends or someone that you work with closely that you would be more comfortable talking to, that you think that you'd be successful with, let me know, and I'll be sure to put them on your list. And that would be beneficial for all of us. So I'd love to have that information.
Very good.
We'll start making our calls not until after the 4th of July. And I will give you an email when that happens. So do not make your calls until you hear from me. We will mail the letters, and we want to make sure that the letters have time to get into the mailboxes before we start making the calls. If by chance you're on vacation at that time, that's okay. We understand. We'll have you make your calls when you get back. So that's absolutely no worries at all. I also want you to know that it may take several attempts. We're all guilty of not answering the phone if we don't know the number that's calling us. And so if that happens, please just leave a message for that person, and hopefully they'll call you back. If they don't, keep trying. And I will also include emails for all of your contacts if we have them, and you're welcome to try to email your contacts as well. In the late summer, we'll be sending second rounds of letters. Well, it'll probably be late summer, early fall. We'll be sending second rounds of letters with possibly a new brochure. So we might have you make calls again. And as the campaign continues, I'll be sending weekly updates to all of you, letting you know what gifts come in each week and asking you to possibly send an email or make a telephone call if the gift came from one of your contacts. So the more touches we have with our donors, the more likely it is that they will continue to follow us year after year after year. So it's just good to know that they know that they're appreciated, and they will be hearing from me. They'll be hearing from some of our trustees, and I would love it if they could get a thank you from our volunteers as well. So that would just be great. And before I turn it back over to Marty, I'm going to go off script here a little bit. I want to share a little story for all of you before I let you go. Yesterday, I was up in oncology. I was talking to a patient about possibly being a poster child for our Delicious Designs event that will be our online event that we're having in October. And she is a stage 4 cancer patient who's had cancer for 4 years. She's been in oncology for 4 years. Every other week she comes up for chemo. She'll be doing this probably for the rest of her life. She's there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and she's just a lovely lady, absolutely lovely. I spent an hour talking to her. And while I was there, Don, who you saw a picture of, came by and said, "Would you like lunch today?" And she said, "Yeah." And he said, "What would you like? Your usual?" And she said, "Yep." And he just walked away. And I said, "What's your usual?" And she said, "Potato soup." And I said, "Potato soup?" She said, "Yep, I've been getting it for 4 years." And I go, "Why potato soup?" And she said, "Because it comforts me. It reminds me of my mom. She used to make it for me when I was a little girl. It doesn't upset my tummy, and it just makes me feel warm." And I go, "You know, the foundation pays for this, right?" And she said, "Yes." And I was just like, I sat there and I was like, this is why we do this. And so I wanted you to know that your hard work is comforting this patient. She sits there for 4 hours every 2 weeks, and potato soup is what keeps her going. And it's because of all of you. So thank you. Marty, back to you.
Thanks, Amanda. That's wonderful. I'll open it up super quickly. If there are any questions that anybody would like to ask, please step up. Getting into the nuts and bolts again with the actual ask, if you will, or doing the solicitation. I've often found that, again, people are reluctant to pick up the phone when it's ringing, and I will just then identify myself in the message and leave a detailed message regarding why I'm calling and asking for their help, and they can call me back, but I also will call them back in a few days. And I think often, I shouldn't say all the time, but 90% of the time they will pick up that next time I call back, and it ends up being a good conversation. And I just find that it's easier almost to leave the message with, you get a little nervous after making the ask. It's almost easier to ask it to the machine or to the voicemail and then follow up later. But again, it's a bit of work to get some of these donations, but typically you're going to be dealing with people that have given in the past, so they should be fairly easy to encourage to give again, particularly when we've got good stories to tell about what the foundation does for the community. So again, it's early morning on a Thursday, so thank you all for joining us. And we just wish you luck, and you'll be hearing from both Amanda and me, and just wish you all a good day.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Okay.
Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Everyone.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Marty and Amanda. Great meeting.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.